In this video, we're going to use Minitab 19 to calculate a confidence interval for a proportion. We're going to do this homework problem as an example. It says, at issue is the proportion of people in a particular country who do not have health care insurance coverage. A simple random sample of 300 people was asked if they have insurance coverage, and 120 replied that they did not have coverage. Based on these sample data, determine the 90% confidence interval estimate for the population proportion. Now this is a proportion problem instead of a mean problem because they're not giving us a mean and standard deviation. Instead, they're giving us a total number of, in this case, people, and the number of people out of that total number who responded in a particular way. So we're going to go to Minitab, and we're going to go to Stat and Basic Statistics again. And for proportions, we go down to one proportion. I need to change the drop-down menu from one or more samples each in a column to summarize data. And now I'm going to input the number of events and number of trials. Number of trials is always the total number or the larger number. So in this case, that's 300, and number of events is 120. Then I click on Options. And here I input the confidence level that I want. This problem is asking for a 90% confidence interval, so I would enter 90. And then I need to change the method from exact to normal approximation. Now this sounds a little counterintuitive because exact sounds like a better answer than an approximation, but if you don't do this, then you may have some trouble in my lab where it may mark your answers wrong if they're off a little bit because you didn't make this change. So you always need to change every time from exact to normal approximation. Then click OK. And here is my interval. So it's 0.353477 to 0.446523. There's a lot of digits here, but remember, if you need to change the number of digits displayed, you can always click on it and then click on the drop-down menu and change the decimal places. This problem is asking me to round to 3 decimal places, so my interval would be 0.353 to 0.447. The 6 would round up. And that's how you make a confidence interval for a proportion problem.